Hey guys, it's Bianca and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be filming an eyebrow tutorial for you guys. This hasn't been requested, but I thought it would just be beneficial if you guys are scrolling through my channel videos and want to see what I have up for you guys. So I haven't done a brow tutorial yet on my channel, so I thought well, I might as well not do one. So I have my right eyebrow already done and I'm going to do the left eye for you guys and show you tips and tricks on how I achieve a full natural looking brow without going over the top with product. So the brush that I like to use is from NYX. This is their number 18 eyebrow brush. It comes with a spoolie on one side and their defining brush on the other. This is great for eyeliner or eyebrows. I haven't really tried it with eyeliner yet, but this was bomb for eyebrows. So as you can see, the bristles, okay, English lesson 101, the bristles are quite short and sturdy, so you can get that precise precision with your eyebrows that you need. The last thing you want is a big blocky mess. So the brow product that I'm going to be using today is the one from Eyebrow. This is found at Discount. I believe this is just over 100 Rand. This is in the shade dark brown. I really like this shade, especially on clients, because it's cool tone, so it kind of goes with everything. Just because my hair is recently, you guys have seen I've dyed it, so it is a dark brown shade. It's suitable on majority of the skin tones, so I would suggest playing around. Sometimes you will need a little bit more of an orange tone or brown undertone for redheads or people with more of a orange undertone hair. But anyway, so let's get into it. So the first thing I like to do is I don't like to put too much product on my brush, because sometimes if you have too much product on your brush, it's too pigmented and it's hard to blend out. So I like to take a little bit at a time. So how to work out where your arch is: you take the corner of your nose and usually in the middle of your pupil, and you will see that's where your natural arch is. I would not suggest putting your arch too close to where your eyebrow starts and too close to where your eyebrow ends, because sometimes it can just destroy your whole eyebrow feature. Because if you feel where your brow bone naturally is, it's more curved, so you want to follow that curve and follow your natural brow shape, unless I don't even know why I tapped it, because it's a pomade. Anyway, so I usually start with the top of my brows, and I like to just define and extend where I put my arch. That just gives me a guide, and then I do the exact parallel on the bottom. I take a little bit more and fill in between those two lines. You can either do it in swiping motions, or you can take your brush at a diagonal so that it mimics the hairs, but it's up to you. I just find that doing it sideways just speeds it up if you're in a rush. But if you're going for a more natural brow, you can do it in a diagonal so that it matches the hairs. With regards to the tail of the eyebrow, I like to keep it short and sweet. You don't want to bring the tail of your eyebrow too down, because also just drags the eye down. We're not in the 1920s, we like to lift up and out. It's the same with eyelashes. You don't put the longest part in the front, you always up and out. That's what my makeup college teacher says. She says to keep the eyebrow light and fluffy, and then the rest of the brow nice and firm and hard. Because if you put too much product in the beginning, it draws too much of attention to the middle portion of your face. When you apply makeup, you always want to put up and out, not close in, because what my teacher says, I quote her, where you put product, you pull the eye. So we don't want to pull product here, we always want to up and out. So here I am just extending my tail of my brow. As I said, keep it nice, short and thin. Don't go too down. It's okay if you do, but you can always just remove it with a makeup wipe or something. I usually start my brows first, because it gives me a kind of idea of what eye space I'm working with and what kind of look I'm working with, if that makes sense. Like some brows require like a bougie brow, and then some brows require like a more natural fluffy. So for the inner of the eye, I am applying some product just in a line and then blending upwards. Remember not to put too much product. Always use a light hand in this area. And I know it sometimes can be really hard to try and match your eyebrows, but I promise you with practice it becomes easy. But the thing is that if your eyebrow hairs are not plucked the same or styled the same, it can be a bit difficult. Like my hairs on my brow don't grow the same, so sometimes it's hard to dictate which arch is where and which length is where. So I would suggest, you know, just to take a day, or not a day, you'll be there forever, but just take a few minutes out of your day to practice your brows, and you will get it eventually, just like any other skill. And if you feel you've put too much product in an area, you can always just buff it away with your spoolie. And then lastly, to end my brows off, I take a brow gel. I don't think any brow gel in specific. I just feel like a tinted one to match your hair color is beneficial, because you don't want to put a blonde brow gel on a dark brow, because it will just take the whole purpose of tinting your brows. So this is just a cheapie. I don't think it's any brand in specific, and I just brush up and then I brush across. So this is going to keep all those brow hairs in place. You can also use this to make your brows fluffy. It can also help keep them defined. So yeah. So there we have it, guys. This is the full brow tutorial. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you have any comments or any questions below. I will be happy to help you. Yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.